All right, welcome back. We are going to continue this process. How's it going? All right, let's let's continue where we left off, working on Captain America 217. Gonna take it out of the press. Cooked it at 165. I don't know how many pounds of pressure. A little tight, not too tight, but a decent amount of pressure. So I've let it sit overnight in the press. I pressed it once, looked at the back cover, wasn't satisfied. We'll see how it looks when I take it off right now. And just want to wait for the camera to come around and we will take it off. In the meantime, enjoy some Star Wars. I don't know how to get that autofocus box off of that figure. There's two. And because I'm not recording, I think I'm using Panasonic Lumix and they're notoriously terrible for autofocus. I mean, you see it works a little bit. Here's the blue snag with the pretty silver boots. Oh man, there's some silver boots. All right. And the press. The star of the show. Here it is. So, gonna lift this up. Swing low. All right. Remove the board. Let's see how this baby looks. Need to cut to the overhead. Oh yeah. It is much better. Of course, there's still a lot of damage, but it definitely looks better. If you remember my first video, you saw just how terrible it was. Now, a lot of those defects are still there, but it's much, much better. Cleaner, flatter, no stains. Staples look good. So, we are going to take this over and put it in the cold press. This is a cold press stack. As you can see here. Got these acrylic boards that you can find on Amazon. I'll eventually have links in the description and all that jazz. So we're just going to let that sort of marinate for a few days, maybe 5-6 days. I lose track. I just keep them in there until I want them out. So now I need to find a book to work on. Shouldn't be a problem. I've got a lot of books. So let's see where we want to go here. I think over here is... Let's look in here. Oh, I know I've got some old X-Men that have some tanning that I want to see if I can improve. Batman 209, a bunch of Preacher. I really enjoyed reading Preacher. It kind of got me back into comic books. This might be one. Bronze Age DC, New Gods. This is a hot book. First comic book appearance of Man-Thing. Astonishing Tales 12. I don't think that's for today. Spider-Man. There is no rhyme or reason to any of this. Ooh. This could be the one. Yeah, well. The Incredible Hulk 177 battles the power of Warlock. Warlock is common. I'm going to set that to the side. Might do that. The Spawn #1 run. Okay. Found one in there. Oh, here's a good box.
Here's what I found.
Stop. I wasn't talking to you. Siri. Ghost Rider. This. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. The Incredible Hulk 271. First appearance of Rocket Raccoon. That definitely needs some work. Okay, I think that's what we're going to do for now. We've got two Hulk books we're gonna focus on. Excuse me. Hulk 271 and a nice Mylar. Let me get on my camera system here. So you can see there's some tanning along the side here. Let me just get some gloves. All right. Man, I think I have allergies. I keep having to clear my throat. This definitely needs whitening. And it's not too big of a book. Al Milgrom, 1981. Met him one time. I met him a couple times, but nice guy. He was at Marvel during the big time. So here's our green friend battling Warlock. I'm excited to see Warlock. I like the casting. I like all of that. So I think first I will do the 271 and see how it goes. I don't know if I even want to work on the 177. It's got holes in it. You can see there's a hole. And the spine is trashed. It's of no real value. I mean, it's a Bronze Age book, but I don't see it being important anytime soon, really. Plus, in that grade, it's just sort of a moot point. All right, so here we go. I'm going to work on this sucker. Let me heat up this press. All right, all right, all right. Just going to heat up the book a little bit and do a little wet clean on it. Let me see the back. Yeah. It's got some dirt. This yellow on the back is susceptible to bleaching under UV light. Is it UV or? Yeah. Is it UV? Okay. This has a big crease running up the side. Right here. I don't think I can show you on camera. I'll have to zoom in. Let me see. Look at Rocket getting loose in space with his helmet on and his big old gun, and he just being crazy. You can see that crease there. It even breaks color. It's a pretty significant crease, like 6'5" territory. Maybe less if I get it looking good. Let's open this bad boy up. Let's see what's inside. How about that? So rare you get to see inside the comics. We got Mr. Banner taking a nap in in the black holes of Sirius Major, there lived a young boy named of Rocket Raccoon. Looks like Rock found Hulk sleeping. You know, I don't understand Hulk falling asleep because he's a rage monster. Seems like he would convert back to Banner. Maybe I need to read some more Hulk. Bubble Yum. The onomatopoeia in these books is just incredible. Skrukow. What sound is Skrukow? Well, I'll tell you what sound Skrukow is. It's the sound of Hulk beating up a tank with arms. Shravrak. Snicker, snacker, snicker, snacker. Okay. Scroom. Scroom! Let me set my white balance here real quick. Huh. Oops. Much better. Much better. Much better. Okay. Now you can see the tanning at the top and along the side. It's funny how the day changes the white balance in the camera. Okay. Now you can see there's tanning along the side here. I think I need another monitor. Okay, all right. Mile High order sheet. That's pretty cool. Derek, was it the Larson collection that Mile High found? I can't remember. That guy made one of the biggest finds in comic book history. And now has the largest comic book store in Denver. Spock. Hulk had a, look at this. He's got a helmet on. Hulk got a helmet on. Looks like everything is here, thankfully. You never know. You never know. Bill Mantlo, Sal Buscema, Jim Novak, Bob Sharon, Al Milgram, and Jim Shooter. They were the ones responsible for this work. Now, should I just... I don't see any stains, so I don't think I need to remove the cover. That may change, but as for now, we good. All right, so just going to heat it up a little bit. Blue snag on the pole dancing. Blue snag pole dancing. I don't need all the plates and everything just to heat it up, so just a couple pieces of paper and a magazine board would be good. No need for a sandwich when just heating. And you don't even need to press the pressure. So just 1 or 2 seconds. Get the paper to heat up a little. Need to figure out something to do. I'm kind of not loving what they've done with the Hulk and Professor Hulk and all that jazz. It's a little lame, but what are you going to do? I guess now, like, they could bring back Ed Norton Hulk. We'll see. We'll see. These glasses are blue light blockers and for safety, because I do work with some soap and some peroxide and alcohol, and sometimes toluene, which I haven't really figured out exactly how yet, but it's a thing. It's a thing. Apparently removes tape like a son of a gun. Speaking of tape, I got a new, document repair tape. Popped a staple the other day and just might repair that. That'll probably be a conservation. So, all right. We got Hulk out of the heat. Thank goodness. And we're going to save his life. Get a little makeup pad here. This is a MacuClean. It's a soap detergent for wet cleaning comic books. Works really well. Very good product. Again, eventually I'll have links in the description, but nobody's even watching, so it doesn't matter. One day they'll watch. One day you'll watch. Just sort of run over the book gently. Hoping to remove any dirt, any buildup that may be here. It definitely had some dirt on it. Definitely had some dirt. That's good. I like to see that. I like to see the dirt remove. Makes me happy. Makes me happy. I'm going to flip it over and do the back. Turn this off. Zoom out. Let's see how much dirt comes out with this baby. Alright, don't want to put too much soap on there. Done that before. And got some tide lines, which are like little stain lines. I think that's what a tide line is. I am no expert in any of this. This is all just, me trying. I have done really well by these methods. Got some nice bumps from the CGC. Got some dirt on that one too. All right. Dirty pads. Dirty stinking pads. Just want to give this a second to dry. Dry a little bit, then I'm going to wash it with some distilled water. So it's interesting. I'm like watching the live video on YouTube Studio, and it's so far behind. Excuse me. All right, I think we've had time to dry. Now, this is just water. This is just distilled water. And these are little pump bottles that you can get on Amazon. There is no link in the description, but use your brain. Use your brain. Ooh, that dirty. We're getting some dirt off of this book. I love it. I love it when the dirt comes up. I wonder, in all its years, this book is 42 years old, where all this dirt came from. Man, that's beautiful. That is straight up gorgeous. Look at that dirt. That's why this is such a great method. Like, I could not do that with that. I could not do that with an eraser. Like the fine dirt that is caked and part of the book now, this soap just miraculously brings it out. So, super cool. Super cool. Grateful. Grateful. Does it look better already? See, I'm so bad at this. I need to snap before and after photos, and I haven't done that. Let me get my phone out. I can at least see the whitening. I'll do the back. All right. Now, need to wash the back with some water. Let me turn this thing upside down so I can work away from the spine. This is a pretty gentle friction. Not going too terribly hard on the book. Sometimes it takes a little pressure, but you really want to be wary because you can remove ink. Which, some of that dirt is probably a little bit of ink, a little bit of top ink is being removed, which is kind of brightens the book. You kind of remove the bad ink and get to the good ink. That terrible, evil ink on the top. See that? Those are dirty. If that came off your face, you'd be disgusted, So, okay. We need to let this dry for a few seconds. Then I'm going to apply some peroxide and put it in the light box and let it cook. Let it cook in the light. 530 nanometer UV light. It's an interesting process. It does a good job. So, okay. Let's put some lights up. How about it? Let's put some lights up. I'm also a toy collector, and I focus on vintage Star Wars toys. I have all the figures, but I don't have all the play sets and ships. So the saga continues, much like the movies and the shows. It's just going to keep going. No one ever really dies, according to Luke Skywalker. Oh. No one ever really goes anywhere. The Last Jedi. Was that The Last Jedi? Yeah. Rian Johnson's number 2 or whatever. All right. Yeah, I just want to give this a couple more minutes. Here's my computer. This is my switcher software. I've been on air for 30 minutes. This is my studio. I have a viewer? Somebody's watching. That's awesome. Hey. I wonder, it's got to be my mom. It's got to be my mom. Bless. Bless it. I guess it could be somebody else. I have no idea. It's a big world. Well, thanks for watching. The live chat is on. So, all right. I think we have enough dry time. If I add peroxide to this too soon, it'll stain it. There will be wet stains. Excuse me. So there is that. There is that. Get these books out of the way. All right, let's see here. We're in a mirror dimension. We're in the mirror dimension. Okay. Bring this over here. Excuse me. I'm clearing my throat all the time. All right. This is peroxide. 6%. And I'm just going to apply a little bit. This is like an aerosol mister. And I'm just going to apply this sort of just lightly. And then going in the box. Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry, Chloe. And we'll check on that in about an hour. You can see the light right over there. And yeah, so man, I guess I need another book to do. In the meantime, just keep it moving. Keep it moving, Capitan. We got to keep on moving. All right. I guess we'll do this gentleman. We'll see what we can do for old Hulk 177. Take a look inside of here. See what the inside brings. Maybe it's a crazy book. We got to keep on. I always struggle with these bags. This thing's so old. It's got wrinkles. I'm throwing it away. I don't know what throwing it away means. It'll never decompose. It's going to last forever. Plastic is incredible. Incredibly resilient. Okay, so the problem areas here that we would like to address are along this top edge. Well, there's a lot of problems. But you can see discoloration. Maybe there's some foxing. Definitely some creasing. So my hope is to return all this white along the top here. Of course, I can't do anything for these color breaking creases. This book also has some spine roll that you can see here that I can do something about, and it'll improve the overall appeal of the book to remove that roll, because we'll get the staple on the side of the book and you can see the roll in the back right here. There's also plenty of dirt on the back. So again, we are going to do a little heat here. Get this thing cooking. Don't need to make a sandwich because we're just warming up the book. Just a little heat, just to cook the book. That's what I named this thing, was cooking the books. So. I sound just like the Jeopardy theme song. It's incredible. So, you're welcome. Okay. We got Hulk 271 cooking in the blue light. And we're about to remove 177 from a little warming and get to cleaning. Blue snag with his silver boots. Popped into focus for a second. All right. There's the press. 165. The handle is not depressed. So, here we go. Yes, warm. Warm. This is my favorite part. Like when you heat it up. Oh. It's so good. So an interesting thing about your nose, it only detects the change of smell. Like if you live, in a sewer, you're only going to be bothered by the smell for a little bit. So I guess that's good news. All right. Let's clean. Let's clean. I need some pads. Got some pads here. That is an amount of soap. Might be too much, but we're rolling with it. Can't really do any damage to this book. I mean, of course I can. It's probably, as it sits, like a 4.0, maybe a 3.5. So, and I don't see this book having much value. A couple bucks maybe, just because of old Warlock on the cover being a hot topic. So, oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that dirt. Look at that dirt. All that. It's going to be even worse when I do the water. So it's incredible. But yeah. I don't know how to get rid of that damn autofocus box. Whatever. Work in progress. All right, now for the back. Fresh pad. Going a little bit harder on this one, just because of all the schmutz. Not really worried about color lift. Yeah. Look at that. That is satisfying. That is satisfying. That is an amount of dirt that I am satisfied to see leave. Okay. We just want to let that soap kind of work into the paper a little bit. I want to see, I'm curious, if there's any rust on this table. Let's see. Oof. That is bright. It looks like there is. Maybe I'll learn to electroclean staples with this book. Maybe, maybe not. You can see that it's a little dark. Pretty sure that's rust. I'm not sure, though. So, on CGC labels, there is conserved labels. They'll have staples removed. So, I don't really know how they tell that, though. And I haven't submitted a book that I've removed the cover from yet. I know that Immaculate Comics has, and he's never received a restored label, he says. So that's a good thing. And that's the channel where I've learned how to do most of this. He taught me. And it makes me happy to do this for myself. I had taken like 120 books to a guy that I had never met. I found on the internet, and I couldn't sleep at night. Like, there was so much value in those books. This is 2020, I think, and Fantastic Four 48, 49, Silver Surfer #1, like a couple copies of Silver Surfer #1, like nice copies. And I just couldn't even eat. I took him my Hulk 181. I took him all the work I wanted done on my collection, like 120 books, 120 keys, and just couldn't even sleep. I struggled trusting him, switching books out and stuff. I kind of was crazy. I mean, it's not his fault. I'm psycho. So he ended up giving me the books back. He pressed one book, Journey into Mystery 85. I had a couple copies of that, but the cover was stuck to the front page. I was able to get that taken off with an eraser shield and some heat. But anyway, all right. I think we've given this enough time to dry enough with the soap. So now we'll do a little water. Wash it away. Wash it away. I even like the sound of the book. The wiping. I didn't take a before picture. I don't know how this is going to work out. This camera that's doing the slider shot has a high-res photo mode. Then I would... Look at that! Oh, that is dark. That is some dark goo. That is some mystery meat right there. I have no idea. I mean, this may have been found on the floor, you know. This book lived in a basement under a rock, and I found it. I mean, I don't think they had bags and boards when this came out. Let's see. We haven't looked at the inside. Let's take a look inside here. Peril of the Plural Planet. That is some alliteration there, Holmes. Jerry Conway, Herb Trimpe, Jack Abel, Roy Thomas, Artie Semick, L. Lessman. This looks like some of the work of the guy that's coming up. That's a cool splash. Ads. Is that Man Beast? Banner. Hulk Smash. Looks like we got a little detached centerfold, maybe. That's quite the spine roll. All right. Now we're going to water the back. And after that, probably take a break, take the dog out. It's a nice day here. Supposed to have record temperatures this week. Believe it or not, I'm cleaning comics. Oh, it came right up. This stuff is so sick. Look at that. That is gone. Incredible. Incredible. Incredible what this stuff can do. Alright, don't want to go too hard there. But I do want to go harder here. Okay. Just to show the amount of dirt came off of this book on just one pass, okay? One pass. Right there. Boom, bap. It's looking better. Things are getting better now. Gucci sweater now. I love this shot. I love it. Okay. Now, do I want to put this in a white box? Why not, eh? Why not, eh? Need to let it dry a little bit first. All right. I think I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to tune out and come back in an hour or so and continue the journey. Until next time, my friends. That was 2 books in 1 hour. I think that's a decent pace. So, all right.